I think that there's this naive view among some Christians that if we can just get more of this apologetics into people's hands earlier, like this popular level apologetics, it's going to like somehow stem the tide of apostasy or something, at least be a contributing factor. But, you know, to be frank, like if the apologetics just suck and can be easily dismantled, then it just ultimately it's going to backfire.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fine. I mean, ultimately you're helping the atheists out. If when you give a bunch of every Frank Turk book that gets given to someone, you know, an angel loses their wings. I don't know. But
yeah. No, I was, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking about that because, not to go off on too much of a tangent, but I'm about to go back to Manitou Springs this fall, where I met my wife 7 years ago. We just got married last year, and it's going to be like our 1 year anniversary this fall. So, we were just going to go, thank you. And we were just going to go back to the place where we first crossed paths, which was at this like apologetics camp that I was kind of sent to because I was expressing doubts. I went like willingly, but it was like strongly suggested that I go there by my mom. And she went there on her own. But anyway, we met there. And you know, it was a lot like what you're saying, where it's like I had not been as involved in apologetics. Like it wasn't really a part of like my religious community. Like my dad actually says that like apologetics books are like the one genre of Christian books that he's like can't stand reading. But like so I was not as like familiar with it. And then I went to this like 2-week long camp that had like something like 70 or 80 hours of lectures. Like, you know, Frank Turek was a speaker there. He gave like probably 4 hours of lectures. I have irreparable brain damage from those 4 hours, but like, it was just like,
makes sense, man.
I was just like, this is it. I was like, this is the defense of the, like, it really like was the final tipping point where, cause I really was going there expecting that this would be a part of my testimony. And I would be like, yeah, I was an atheist. And then, you know, a couple of like wise Christians just answered all my objections. And, that did not happen. You know, instead, like I saw the, you know, defenses that were offered and I was just like, maybe God isn't real.
Yeah.